Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thank you so much for being here, for being subscribed. If you are, if you are not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. Let's get into this conversation/reality chat. All right. So if you've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know that Latisha and her husband, which she loves to talk about her husband, they had this idea for a Black Expo, a BLAQUE, which is a play off of their business, the Black Cigar Lounge, and the fact that they wanted to do this expo and wanted the members of the former comeback group, meaning the core 6 people who have been on this franchise, to be a part of it. And Latisha and Marceau, their thoughts were on this, that no one was going to get paid. Now, I definitely don't believe that they intended on doing any of this stuff without pocketing any profits from it. I don't believe that they were intending on volunteering their time. They claim to be business people. And so I really didn't see them trying to do this event volunteering their time, but yet they expected the others to be a part of it, to be connected to it, to do work for it, but not be paid from any of it. And I don't agree with that. Now, if someone said themselves that they just wanted to be a part of it and they wanted to help out, you don't have to worry about compensating me, then that is that person's right to do so if they want to do that. But for them to expect that these people should be okay with not being paid, then that is a problem. So I'm going to play this clip. I hope you can hear it okay, because something that Tisha said, it really struck me. And I felt like this is really what she had been waiting to talk about. But now she feels like this is the opportunity for her to get her little dig in. So I'm going to play this clip. Hopefully you can hear it.
Ego to the side. Wait. You're saying it's real ego. There's kind of ego on this right now. No, it's not, because you don't get to tell me what my feelings are. But you don't get to tell me what I think. But you don't get to tell me what I think either. I'm okay to feel like I feel. So I feel that it's greedy, and you don't feel it's greedy, right? Like, so isn't greedy? No, I feel it's greedy. Taking more than you. What is more? When we talk about, we want you guys to come and do this, but on the back end, we don't support your stuff. When I look at track record, I can't say that anybody at this table has offered to sponsor a Mimosas with Melly. I've had it for 3-4 years. Going forward, right now. But I'm saying it's too fresh for me right now. It is not fair for you to say, well, I've had the Melly Mimosas and you guys didn't sponsor when you have not asked us. I even tried to help support your skincare line. I got escorted out. So that's not fair for you to say that. But we're talking about sponsorship. Sitting here with a straight face talking about track record. I tried to be supportive of her businesses in the past, and she didn't want me involved. Hey, security. Hi. Are you allowed to escort anyone out? If they're not supposed to be here? Yes. Great. Okay, so let me show you. Why? Don't play with me. I'm not trying to go there with Mel right now. My goal here is to bring everybody together for this initiative. I don't care how ridiculous they're being. My purpose here is for us to just work together.
So that's what it was. And I hope you were able to hear it okay. But basically, okay, first of all, Marceau was being absolutely ridiculous because he was talking about ego and saying, you know, it's ego for you to get paid more than you feel that you deserve to get paid. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Because we live in a free society. This is a free country. We live in a capitalist society as well. And people have the right to charge what they want to charge. Now, that doesn't mean that people have to pay it if they don't want to consume it or they don't want to have it. They don't have to pay that money. But people have the right to demand or request what they desire. I know in my business, my prices are what I have requested, and people have the right to pay for those services, or they can decline them and they can go someplace else. For my products, my prices are what they are. People have the right to choose, or they have the right to decline and not purchase them. And that goes across the board. That's everywhere. So, he being the supposed businessman, for him to even say something like that, I was just like, I don't think he really understands how ridiculous he sounds right now. But the fact of the matter is, the reason he was saying that is because he was specifically targeting Melody, okay? Because he was speaking to Melody when he said that. And I believe that he feels that she thinks that her crap don't stink. And I mean, that's how I think he feels about her, because he feels that she's ridiculous. I've seen some things that people have said that he has said about her, and that's where I get my feelings on that from. I really believe that he feels like, oh, well, she monetizes everything, and she has the right to do that. There are plenty of people that do that, and there are some people that don't. But it's her right to do that. You can't get upset with her for doing what she wants to do. If she comes up with a saying and then she puts it on a shirt and sells it and people buy it, it's people's right to do that. But I believe that comes from jealousy. I do. I believe that he's jealous of her as well as Tisha is. Men can be jealous of women. Trust and believe. I don't know why people sometimes feel that women are only jealous of other women. Men can be jealous of women too. So when he's made little digs like that in the past, and for him to say what he said recently about it's ego for you to think that you should get paid more than you deserve to be paid. And then he always wants to sound so philosophical when he was saying, well, you have the right to think that, but I have the right to feel how I want to feel. Yeah, you absolutely do. But it doesn't mean that how you feel is accurate. So he's just stupid. I mean, sometimes people just reveal their stupidity the more they speak. And I feel that he's one of those people that they like to come up with these sayings and these analogies. And it just really sounds ridiculous. But you're just trying to sound so intelligent and, so philosophical, and you just really sound ridiculous. But at any rate, when Tisha said what she said about her trying to support Melody, that, first of all, that has nothing to do with what they were speaking about in the room. So Melody was right to shut her down when she said, we're speaking about sponsorships. Because when Latisha brought that up, sometimes in the moment when people say things, you may not have that immediate appropriate comeback for it all the time. So thinking about it, I'm quite sure Melody, in hindsight being 2020, even though nothing that she said was wrong when she responded and said, we're speaking about sponsorships, if she had the time to think about it, she probably would have responded to say, first of all, why are you bringing up a past event that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now? And if you really want to go there, were you really trying to support me, or were you trying to be messy because you know that I did not invite you to that event, but you came anyway? It's the stuff for me like that really gets on my nerves when I hear people trying to gaslight you, and for her to say, well, I tried to support your skincare line and you kicked me out of your event. What does that have to do with what they're doing now? And if you're harboring that much negative energy towards her, why are you trying to have her involved in this? And that's, like I said before, they claim to have this success that they really don't have, because do people really support them in that way? Melody has over 500,000 followers on Instagram, right? I don't know what they have in terms of the followings, but they probably don't have together, Marcel and Tisha, what Melody has individually in terms of the numbers and the followers. And I'm not even saying that followers numbers equates to money, because it doesn't for most people. But what I'm saying is that they needed her connection in order to have this go off and be successful. Because like she was saying, Melody, that is, she's done her events for years where she did mimosas with Melody, and none of them ever offered to throw a hand in, to support, to sponsor, nothing. And then Marcel wanted to say, well, we're talking about moving forward. And it's like, okay, all right, N-word, you are ridiculous. So don't even try it with me. So I don't blame Melody when she said, well, this is really fresh for me right now. Like, I can't even say honestly anything. She should have just said, no, because no is a full sentence and statement. But I believe she was just trying to be kind and, whatever at the moment, to not come across as the B word that they already feel like she is. But it's true. She's like, you guys haven't supported me in my ventures with my events in the past, but you want me to be a part of this in the present. And then you also want me to do it free of charge. Like, really? It just doesn't make any sense. Because if you were going to be a sponsor for my event, speaking like if I were Melody, she would probably say, if you would have been a sponsor for Mimosas with Melody back in the day, being a sponsor, you would have to pay for that. You're not doing it for free. I'm not showcasing your business and your brand, Black Cigar Lounge or whatever, business it is, the chocolate in a bottle, whatever. I wouldn't be showcasing your business and your brand for free and you're not paying for it. So what are you really talking about right now? But you want me to spend my time and showcase my brand and my name and do it as a sacrifice because you say that the community has supported us. Yeah, okay, whatever. So honestly, when Latisha said that, I said, yeah, she's been waiting for the moment to release that. And it's just really ridiculous. And, it is really amazing to me because the fact that Melody is even patronizing them with this meeting and this conversation after Latisha called her pretty much a dark soul, pretty much basically saying that she's evil. I wouldn't see myself wanting to work with anybody like that. And the nerve of Latisha, even thinking that she could ask her that. I know they're on the show together and I get that. And even in the beginning where I say for the sake of the show, just being honest, because I don't see Melody spending time with Latisha outside of the filming of this show. And they're just nothing more than mere coworkers. And I get that. A lot of people work with people that they can't stand. And you're not going to be hanging out with them after hours and going to happy hour and going on vacations and trips with them. I get that. But I probably would have responded with that. But that's just me, being in my petty moment for that time being. If someone were to come up to me and ask me to be a part of an event that they are planning, want to use my ideas, and also expect me to do it for free, and you called me a dark soul, I would have absolutely nothing to do with your venture. So just putting all of that out on the table, I just had to speak on it because I really felt like Latisha had a lot of nerve to bring up this supposed alleged attempt to try to support Melody in the past. And it's like, first of all, how many years ago was that? That girl has already redone and rebranded all of that stuff since. This was back when she and Hotel were still married. So get out of here. Don't even try it. But I just wanted to talk about that because when she said that, I said, bingo. Yeah, that's the moment she was waiting for. I mean, it fell flat, but she was waiting to try to bring that out. And it was like, Melody's like, girl, you tried it. But okay then. So guys, you let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. Oh, and I also just want to let you guys know, I really do appreciate the cash apps I've been receiving. That definitely has been so appreciated. I mean, just you guys spending your time and listening to me, it really means a lot. So I thank you so much. I'm Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.